Hey everyone, and welcome to this robotic arm tutorial in SolidWorks in which we will model this U-shaped support. So let's begin. So open a new part file, and then I will uncheck this reflection. Okay, this is an optional step, but make sure that you are working in mmGSS units. Now I will click on the right plane and select the sketch. After that, I will create a reference line. So this is going to be a midpoint line. I will select this line and make sure that this is vertical, so I will assign a vertical relation. I will select this again and make it as construction geometry, which means that it will be turned as a center line. Now I will select the smart dimensioning tool and specify the dimension of this line as 22.3 from the midpoint. Okay, then I will select the line and create a sketch in this area. Okay, after that I will select the smart dimensioning tool, and from center point to this line I will specify the vertical distance, which is going to be 10 millimeters. Then I will specify the length of this vertical small line as 3 millimeters. This is the same, 3 millimeters. Then the length of this smaller line is 10 millimeters, and the length of this bottom bigger line is 12.12 millimeters. Okay, now this is significantly defined. Then I will select the 3-point arc from this point to the this top point of the midpoint line. I will create an arc and one another like this, and after that I will select the smart dimensioning tool and specify the radius of both arcs. So the bigger arc radius is 22.32 and the smaller one is 20.32. Okay, then I will specify the distance between these 2 points of the arcs as 2 millimeters, and then from this vertical line to this center line I will specify the distance as 31.2 millimeters. Now this is fully defined, as you can see it from here as well. Now I will select the mirror entities, and in this window I will select the entire sketch, and I will mirror about this window. I will select this center line so that this whole sketch can mirror like this. Okay, now as you can see the sketch has turned into blue. I will go to features, I will select extruded boss base and extrude it up to 22.3 millimeters, and then I will check the box. Okay, now this is an optional thing if you want to change the appearance of this part, and you can assign any color if you want. It's an optional thing, so I'm assigning a solid orange color to this one. Okay, next I will select this face and click on sketch, and then I will create a center rectangle from the center point of this U-shaped support from the top side. Then I will select the entire sketch, and as you can see this is uncheck for construction. So if you do that, the whole sketch is gonna turn into the center line. Okay, now the length of this line is going to be 53.39, and the length of the other side of the rectangle is going to be 12.3 millimeters. Okay, next I will create 4 circles on all these endpoints of the rectangle. After that I will specify the dimension of only one circle. This is 5 millimeters. Then I will hold the control key and I will select all of these 4 circles, and I will make relation equal. Okay, now go to features, select extruded cut this time, and specify the depth of cut as 1 millimeter, as you can see it from here, and check the box. Now select this face of the cut and click on sketch, and then I will create a corner rectangle from this center point to this center point of the circle. I will again select the whole rectangle and make sure that this is for construction geometry, which means that the whole rectangle will be turned into the center line. Then again I will create the smaller circles in all of these. I will hold the control key, select all of these four circles that I have created, and make sure that I have assigned equal relation. Then I will assign the dimension to only one circle, 1 millimeter. That will be assigned automatically to all the circles because we have assigned the equal relation. Then I will go to features and select extruded cut, and I will specify here through all, and then I will check the box because we want the through all hole, as you can see it from here. Okay, now I will select this face and click on sketch, and I will select the line. I will create this line at some angle, then a line like this, kind of horizontal line, and then complete the sketch like this. Select the smart dimensioning tool, select this horizontal distance. This is going to be 19 millimeters. The angle between these two lines is going to be 36 millimeters, and the angle between these two lines is going to be 17.63 degree. And then I will hold the control key, select these two lines, and make relation parallel. Okay, now I will go to features, select extruded cut, and I will specify the depth of cut. Select here blind, and this is going to be 14.8, and then you can check the box. Okay, now I will select the fillet, and then I will select this edge and this edge, inner edge of the cut, and make sure that the radius is 5 millimeters, as you can see it from here. Then check the box. Okay, then I will create a plane from this reference geometry. I will select this face and then select this face. A plane will be created in between these two faces, as you can see it from here, and then I will check the box. Okay, then I will create a sketch on this face. So select this face and click on sketch. Okay, then select this sketch and select the convert entities. So it will basically convert all the entities of this one. So now I will create a reference center line. Make sure that this is vertical, and then I will erase, or you can say trim, this area by using the power trim. And then I will again in this window select all of the entities to mirror, and in mirror about window I will select this center line so that whole sketch can mirror on the other face, and I will check the box. After that I will go to features and select extruded boss base and specify the length of this extrusion as 9 millimeters, then check the box. Now we want the same dimensions to the other side, same extrusion to the other side. So I will select the mirror. In mirror, in this first window I will select this plane, which you can select from here as well. As you can see, we have created this plane. And then in features to mirror window I will select this last boss extrude and check the box, and this is mirrored. Okay, now you can hide this plane if you want to, and you can make sure that you can reappear from here as well. It's up to you. Okay, now I will select the fillet, and radius of the fillet is going to be 2 millimeters. I will select these 3 points, 3 edges, and this one, and I will check the box. So fillet has been applied. Then I will select this front plane. As you can see, this is cutting this part in half. In my case, this is the front plane. So I will mirror. In features to mirror, I will select this cut, this horizontal edge, so that this cut can get appear over the other side, and I will also select the fillet as well. Okay, now the cut has been mirrored to the other side. Now I will select this face and click on sketch, and I will select the offset entities, select the outer edge, select the reverse, and specify 7.5 millimeters for the offset. Okay, now I will create a horizontal line. Make sure that this is horizontal, so you can assign a horizontal relation to this one. Okay, now the distance between these two lines is going to be 5 millimeters. You can play with this if you want to print this. You can make some changes if you want to in this sketch. Okay, now I will extend it. As you can see from here, this is extended to the center line. Now I will select the 3-point arc and create an arc like this, and after that I will select a center line and create a vertical straight center line. Make sure that this is vertical. For that I will assign a vertical relation to this as 1, as you can see. Now I will select the line and I will complete this sketch like this. Okay, make sure that this is horizontal. Okay, now I will specify the radius of this arc as 4 millimeters. If you want to change this, you can change this depending on the strength of this area. Then I will select the mirror entities, and then I will mirror about this vertical straight center line, and I will check the box. And now I will select the circle, and I will not create the circle at the origin point, a little bit down. I will specify the diameter of this circle, and this is going to be 6.13, and from center point to this center of the circle I will assign the dimension as well. So this is going to be 0.31 millimeters. If I zoom into this area, as you can see, these are not connected. So from here I will select the extend entities and I will select this edge, and as you can see the color of the sketch has turned into blue, which means that the sketch has been completed, and we can extrude it. So go to feature, select extruded boss base, and specify 4 millimeters the thickness of this material, or I think 4.5 would be better. Change the direction of the extrusion to the other side, inward, and 4.5 millimeters the length of extrusion. Again select this face and click on sketch, and I will create a circle, again not on the origin but a little bit down on the exact center of the previous circle, and this is going to be 17 millimeters. Go to features and select extruded boss base, and here I will specify the depth of cut as 3 millimeters. Also I will enable the degree as well, so which is going to be 30 degree, and then I will check the box. Now I want the same thing on the other side, this one. So I will mirror this, so using the plane that we have created, this one, or you can use the front plane if you want to, then I will mirror it. So keep select this plane and select the mirror tool, and in features to mirror I will drop down this and I will select the last two, the cut and the boss extrude, and then I will check the box, and this is gonna get mirror on the other side. So this part has been completed. Now you can go to file and click on save as, and you can save in the folder robotic arm as use shape support. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching guys. See you in the next tutorial.